Hey friends, I'm Jason Salyer. Welcome back. And today I want to introduce you to a couple of fire starters that I've stumbled across, and I think they're just about the best that you can find. Now these fire starters are from a company called PureFireTactical.com. Let's see if you can focus in on that. PureFireTactical makes some really good fire starters. I like them a lot. This one here is probably my preferred one that they offer, but obviously it's big and bulky. I think that this would be my preferred option for putting in a pack. And I like this option a lot because it has storage in the handle of it itself. And inside the handle, this is how it comes. It'll come with a big chunk of really nice fat wood that's completely soaked with some resin, and this stuff is amazing if you've ever worked with it before. And it'll also come with a piece of a hacksaw that's been broken off, cut off, that works really good as your striker. And I like having all this stuff kind of combined into one nice, neat package, and this will be my fire starter. And I've taken it one step further, and really the primary reason that I was searching for a really good fire starter is for my son. We went out on a training day one day. It was a really cold winter day, kind of like this morning, and I wanted to challenge him and see what he could do. And we went out there and I said, hey man, you know, we're back here in the woods. Do you know what to do? I'm hurt. I can't help you. You've got to see us through the night. You got to get a fire starter to keep us warm so we don't freeze to death, essentially. And he really was fumbling, even with a Bic lighter. His hands were cold and he couldn't get the thing lit very consistently, very well. And he was really struggling with it, even with the aids of some fire starters, like some quick tinder tabs and stuff. So it made it a little bit tricky. And I thought something big and kind of bulky like this, that would be easy for him to hold on to, easy for him to strike. And inside of the handle, I have done the modification of inserting some vaseline and cotton ball creations, and with this he is very easily able to get a fire going. It's pretty much no problem, because those vaseline and cotton balls, as anyone can testify, that they work really well and they burn for a long time. And with this fire starter here, this ferro rod attached this big bulky handle and that striker already in there, it's really easy for him to use, and I think that's what sold me on them. You can see those giant big curls of magnesium that are coming off of this with very little effort. I'm not having to push really hard. I'm not having to put a lot of effort into it. My son could do this really easily, and he is 8 years old. You could scrape this stuff up, and then in a matter of probably 30 seconds, you could have a pile big enough to get yourself a fire going pretty easily. And in order to ignite a feather stick with just a ferro rod, with just using the ferro rod, it can be a little bit tricky. You need really fine feathers, much finer than this. I mean, I could probably get this to go with enough strikes, but we're talking 1-2 strikes. This is probably not going to light up with just the ferro rod. But with a small pile of shavings off of the magnesium, with a small pile of this, I can get this to light up fairly quickly, and I don't have to take all that time, all that energy to search out for some dry tinder. If you hear a pig snorting in the background in this video, it's not a pig. It's my silly dog looking for moles. She's the ultimate mole hunter. Come on, girl. Dig, Maggie. Dig. Dig, Maggie, dig. Dig, Maggie, dig. Dig, Maggie, dig. Not even all the magnesium is lit up yet, just a small portion of it. But you can see how easy that was. Didn't take very long at all. There we go. There's some more. But that got her going. Now, I'm going to show you how easy it is if you have the foresight to pack this guy with some Vaseline and cotton balls. You can skip all the feather sticks. You don't even have to shave the magnesium off of here. I'll just fuzz this up a tiny bit. The back of my knife is not that sharp. I need to get it a little bit sharper to make that process easier. But you can see how simple that was. Vaseline and cotton balls is now lit up. Very simply. And like I said before, this was, I originally thought about this because of my son and how he was struggling in the cold weather to even get that Bic lighter to get a fire going. But even in cold weather, I think he'll be able to handle this. I haven't tested him yet, but I'm pretty sure he'll be able to handle this, and he'll have a fire going just as easy as that. Now, there's another model that the that PureFireTactical has that I like a lot. That's pretty much exactly the same thing, but way more compact. It has this polymer, plasticky type sheath kind of wrapped around it. It unfolds, and then really creatively, they put that same striker, that piece of a hacksaw blade on the inside attached to a magnet. I mean, that thing is not coming out of there. It's gonna be really, really difficult for you to lose that striker. So with this easily fitting in your pocket, I think it's a no-brainer. This is a solid fire starter that I would trust my life with. And this will last a lot longer than your Bic lighter's fuel will. And that's where these kind of fire starters really shine, is its long-term fire starting capability. And in seconds, I'm still ready to go, although my hands are slick from the Vaseline and cotton balls. Once I open that up, pull off my striker, I've got fire going already, and I can scrape off my magnesium with this little hacksaw blade, and I think that is just, that's the ticket. I'm sold. It is not a product endorsement. They did send me these for free, just so I could try them out and do a review on them. But I'm not receiving any financial gain from this. I just think that they're a solid fire starter, and I think that this is the way to go. You should keep this, if you're going into a remote wilderness type environment, you should have something like this in your pocket. You should have something like this in your pack, at least, stuffed with those Vaseline and cotton balls. The best ferro rod fire starters, in my opinion. So check them out. I'm Jason Salyer. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.